That is interesting. CJ Stevens. Yeah, me too. Well, I'm going to be doing some Fusion 360, so this is almost like working. Hey, Tuck. This is going to be a combination of everybody that's supposed to be working. All right, I'm not going to mess with that right now. So, doing a little bit of microphone hacking here, but not much. All right. So the mission is we've got this little rubber. It's not, I don't know if it's rubber. It's a hard rubber foot from a Hewlett-Packard oscilloscope that a buddy of mine gave me. Oh, you're on vacation. That's cool. Anyway, they're disintegrating. It's an old oscilloscope, and like many of us, it's disintegrating. So I'm going to model it up in Fusion 360, and then I'm going to 3D print replacements. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So we can chat while I do this. It's not going to be exact because this thing has some features on it that are going to be wicked hard to 3D print, and it's just not worth it. They got these little nubbers that when you wrap the cord around the 4 feet on the bottom of the scope, the cord kind of snaps into the groove. It's cute, but it has not withstood the test of time. If I use my fingernail on this rubber material, it's almost waxy. It has aged poorly. And yeah, so we're going to replace it with some new material, but first I have to get a model. How's the audio, by the way? Did some audio things. And we're using our trusty Starrett 120A. No, it's just a 120, I guess. I gotta take this off. Oh. Anyway, I'll keep an eye on chat. Yeah, I can do that. So on the Discord server, nobody's checked in on the Discord server, but this is in the usual place, in the PFG stage. Okay, so what the heck is this thing? We're going to start with, what axis are we in? Front. So we're going to model it from the front. It's 1.5 inches tall. And the base is 8. God, it's almost a parallelogram at this point. I wonder if that happened due to age. 840, 845. Okay, so we're going to call it 840 square on the base. Actually, let's do this a little differently. Do it from the top. Exciting video, right? Thank you, CJ Stevens. You could put this screen up on your screen, and if anybody's passing your office, they'll think you're actually working. Okay, that's a start. It's got a kind of a pyramidal. Well, let me get the hole in. I gotta get the hole in first. Okay, so there's a hole. This looks like 315, 314, probably 313, right? Because it's merkin. Now, is that in the center of this rectangle? And the answer is not really. Well, at the top it's in the center. This thing has really changed over the years, I could tell. That's weird. Yeah, maybe not. That looks in the center. That looks not in the center. Well, I'm going to make a command decision, and we're going to just make it centered. Oh, you're chainsawing. Well, I hope you have good chainsawing today. We don't have rain, which is sort of in the news. It is not raining here. All right, so from the top, this guy look at that, 0.95. There may be other ways to do this, but so what size screw do you think they used? Okay, their clearance hole is 150. Let's look that up on our app. So I use iEngineer, which is a cool app on the iPhone. Okay, if I had to guess what screw that was, I'd want it to be a number 8, but I don't know if it is. No, I'm afraid they used a number 6. Shoot, I hate that stuff. So normal fit, number 6, they want a 150 hole, 149.5. So we'll give them a 150 hole. So we're going to project this onto our drawing. Do a circle. No, still can't do that. Project. Doink. There it goes. Make a circle. Diameter 150. And extrude it. That didn't work. Doink. All right. That's how far we got so far. So what am I going to do? I think I'm going to abandon the little groovy things for the cord wrap. Okay. And I'm just going to adopt this little pyramidal sides to the foot, and that's it. I think we're going to do that and get that modeled. And I don't think I'm going to bother with these things. They're cute, but I can't print them. So why bother? So that's what it's going to look like on all four sides right there. Microwave. Dude, you want to have lunch today? It's Wednesday, and I am able to. So this is right up your alley, dude. Our friend Dan gave me an HP 1741A scope, which is a storage scope of the old style. And just to recap for Mike, the feet on the scope are broken. I have one good one, and even that has some stress cracks in it. So I'm modeling it up. Oh, well, enjoy that then. Crap fest. Well, have fun. Send me some pictures from there. Mike, the material that they used for the feet is degrading in a very interesting way. It's turning into it's kind of turning into wax. I mean, I could stick my fingernail in it. I could scrape it. It feels waxy, and it's lost its strength. So I have no idea what they molded this with, but anyway. So we're going to make black feet that match, and we'll do 4 of them for the bottom of the scope. There. Now I feel better that Mike is brought up to speed. What year do you think this is, dude? The HP 1741A. All right, we got our hole in it. Let's look at it from the side here. From this is called the front, and we're going to get a little angle going. So we'll define. Let's do a sketch. That's why they invented CNC machines. Daniel, you were exactly correct. That's exactly why they invented CNC machines. All right, so we do nothing. God, this stuff is just like wax now. Up to 130. So we're going to do a line from no, come on. Come on. You were almost there. There we go. Do a line from there to there to there to how are we going to do this? Yeah, let's do it to there. And that's it. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Okay, distance along that is 0.967. I think if you watch somebody doing work, you can count it as working. Call it 325. All right, we got to figure that out. Let's drop a center line. All right, so there's a center line. And we're going to say this material is not fun. Let's maybe the diagonal? How are we going to do this? So, almost preserved the sides, not quite. It's a little mystery here. All right, we're going to do our best to get this side figured out. All right, 0.331, 0.313. That looks logical, Captain. Okay. Distance from there to there. Boom. Really? Does that look right? So here's another trick. You hold the thing up to the screen. It's not terrible. Okay, let's try it. We're going to do an extruded cut here. And now we're going to do a circular pattern of that feature. Circular pattern. Oh, I got to put an axis in first before we do that. Yeah. Axis through cylinder. There we go. We have an axis now. So I'm going to do a circular pattern. just realized that you can't see the menus. Oh. So I'm looking at the video that's going out, and when I pull a menu down, you can't see it. That kind of stinks. All right, well, you'll just have to trust me. A circular pattern. I'll make this a little bigger. Of features. And the feature we're interested in is this feature. And the axis we're interested in is this axis. And we want 4 of them. That's what we want. Ta-da! That's what our foot looks like. All right, let's do some fillets. There's some pretty big ones on top. Boy, this shape is very HP. .125 radius is on the top guy. Fillets. Look at that. We don't want this guy, though. No, we're going to start over. This guy, this guy, that guy, that guy. How about the yeah, I think all the corners, too. Nope. I may have to kill the audio shortly because somebody's coming. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 0.125. Let's see what that looks like. That looks pretty decent. I'm going to do the hold it up to the screen trick. It's not bad. I think we'll take it. Okay, we're going to do a small fillet in the corners. We may have a problem, Houston, with printing with no supports. I'll check that in a minute. What are we going to do here? Yeah, we're going to have a problem with printing with no supports if we do it this way. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll test the we'll test it in the we'll test it in the slicer and see if the slicer complains. Yeah. All right, so the corners are going to get a treatment also. Let's see if we could do that. Modify, fillet, that guy, that guy, that guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make it look right. 050 looks decent to me. Okay. So this looks pretty okay. Probably needs some smoothing up there, but I'm just going to leave it for the moment. I have to go look at the... No, I'm not going to go look at that. Yeah, I think I'm going to go look at that. I'll be right back. I got to look at the scope and see if there's a feature on the bottom that I see evidence of what might have been a pin coming out the bottom to locate it, and it got sheared off. So I'm going to go take a quick look at that. I'm going to take my trusty calipers. I'll be right back. Okay, so on the bottom here, there was a molded pin that dropped into a registration. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Come on, focus. You can barely see it. So there was a pin molded in the bottom. We're going to ignore that. It turns out that the foot is sitting right next to a lip on the outer part of the case. So this thing is not going to be able to rotate anyway. So I don't know that we need any more features on this. I think we're good to go. Let me just double check that a washer, a number 6, I think, can fit in that hole. 632. Sometimes they give you, so a cap head screw, for example, will have a diameter of 226, and we made this, yeah, 313. So I think we're going to be okay. So now the question is, do I print one of them or do I print 4 of them? And that is a good question. So we're going to save this. And we're going to print this. Now, one of the problems is that you're seeing... I'm gonna change how you see this live, so just stick with me here for a second. Actually, we're going to add a window. Display capture. This is always dangerous to do. That actually looks pretty good. This is how the sausage is made, folks. All right. All right, now you can see the whole screen. And the reason I did that is so I could bring up the slicer and show you how this works. So we're going to slice this with that. Okay. Save it to 3D printing. So this is going to be the HP 1741A foot. And now we're going to bring up bamboo. Yes, that's okay. Okay, make a new project. So I'm going to stick this on the screen so you can see it. All right, here we go. Load up. Here we go. Import that file. Boom. Look at that. All right, so what do we have loaded in the machines? I would want to make this out of... Yeah, that's a good question. I want to make this out of PETG. So I think that's what we're going to do. So we'll be on the engineering plate with generic PETG. And we will use, let's try 0.16 millimeter optimal. And let's just slice it. All right, so this is a very interesting point. You see how the white dots are the start and stop points. Those are the seams. So a lot of times to make things look good, we, instead of making them random, we can make them aligned and reslice. And you see how it puts it down a line here? Believe it or not, that quite possibly will look better. Let's just try another flavor. This is called back. I don't know if it's going to help. Kind of did the same thing. And this one is nearest. Nearest aligned. Yeah, I don't think we did nearest. Not a big fan of their nomenclature. So you got to basically pick which one you want to use. I'm going to go with aligned and see how that works. Now the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to change the infill on this. So you see this is gyroid infill. And that's, I'm going to make that a higher percentage because this is in a mechanical situation. All right, so this was 10% gyroid, which is way too low. Let's go 20%, tab, slice. Much better. And also the walls, I'm going to do, instead of 2 wall loops, we're going to go with 3 wall loops. And we have 4 top and bottom shells. Let's go 4 wall loops. This is going to be wicked tough because it's a foot. All right. Yeah, and I know what some of you are thinking, well, why don't you make it solid? Because I don't want to make it solid. The inner material is going to see no action. So there's no point in making it solid. I kind of like this. I think it's fine, and that's going to be tougher than nails. So, yeah, I think we have it. So I'm going to save this. In my general bucket. And I think we're good to go. Now, my machine's downstairs. If I go over to this machine, I should be ready to hit the print button, actually. It's loaded with PETG. Oh, they have the blue. No, I'm going to use the black. Although the blue would look pretty sharp. And I need my black. Let's do it in blue. That would look kind of wrong on the HP. Decisions. No, I have a ton of black. Let's go with black. Okay, so we go over to the prepare. We change the color to black, and it will do all the right things. Am I daring enough to just hit print here? I think I am. Oh, I forgot. No, wait a minute. This says can't connect to the printer. I'm doing a print, not a send. It should work fine. I don't understand. Okay, well, sorry. I'm going to have to start it from downstairs. So I think that's the end of this particular live, and thanks for being here. I will post the results of this later. Maybe we'll do another random live, but I'm pretty happy with that. And just to close it out here, I will, oops, cancel, save this project, close this, discard those changes. Let's do a render on this, just for grins and chuckles. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay, so I'll post later on the results of this, but I think this is going to terminate our live. Hey, Tuck. Hey, thanks. Yeah, we'll see how it comes out. This instrument deserves to be resurrected. Okay, now for extra credit, I'd like you to give me a report on the audio, because I didn't say anything, but I did make a change, and we're using that change, and I'm wondering what you think of it. So can you give me an audio report on the YouTube, not on Discord, but on YouTube, and let me know what you think? Okay. I'm not going to wait for it. You could tell me later. Take care, guys. I'm going to terminate this, and we'll see you soon with the results. Oh, Tucker says audio sounds silky smooth. Yeah, I made a little change. I'll talk about it on Sunday. I'm pretty happy about it. I used the compressor, and I've learned how to tweak that up a little bit. So the compressor is helping out. And yeah, I'm going to listen to the playback and see what it looks like or what it sounds like. All right, guys, have fun. I might pop up later. We'll see what happens. For a Wednesday, take care.